What if I told you that most people playing bonus poker are literally throwing money away on hands they think are winners? In the next 35 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact plays that separate smart players from everyone else feeding the machine. By the way, if we haven't met, I'm Smak, and this channel is all about giving you the tools to play smarter, lose less. Because here's the thing about bonus poker 8-5. With just a few hours of practice, you can go from being just another player hoping to get lucky to someone who actually knows what they're doing. And that difference, it shows up in your pocket. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Here we have the trainer all set up. We are under the Game King bonus poker, and we're going to be doing 8-5. I checked, and this is what my area is running, just to make sure we have the correct one here. We're going to start at 1,000 for all of this. Though this is not real, this is just credits, and we're just going to do all standard hands to start. All right, so you're going to notice this is different than Jacks Are Better. If you've seen my Jacks Are Better video, you're going to see a little similarity with this game, and that's why I chose it next. We wanted to have something very close, but different. So this is going to go through and pay better for 4 aces, and 4 2s, 3s, and 4s. We're starting with 4,000 credits here, and when you're going lower, it goes less. So that just goes through and shows how the pay tables work. Let's go through and give it a shot and see how it goes. And here we got a winner already, so we're just going to hold jacks. That's pretty similar. Here you're going to see the expected value training area. So this is going to say pocket jacks is the best to hold right there at 7.6, and you want all these extra spaces, so that is the correct hold. Here we're going to go through and choose the queen, as nothing else really looks good. Remember, jacks are better. You're going to go through and hit. Sometimes. Here we got a bunch of other stuff. We're going to go with a pair. You always want to go with a pair if you don't have anything. Pairs are very strong in this game. Very, very strong. Just knowing that makes a big difference. Now you might see a straight flush draw, and it does look pretty awesome, but most of the time it's the pairs. Now I am just an average person and I am new to this game. I may make mistakes, but at this point I'm going to think it's the 10s. And there you have it. Over here the EV shows 4.06 being the strongest hold. Going for the straight flush, you're looking at 2.92, which is definitely not as good. So you definitely wanted to hold the 10 there, and it also worked. We ended up getting another one and winning the 15 credits. Here there's just the king, so we'll go ahead and select that. And we hit another one. That works. Here we pretty much blanked out except for the ace. Remember, jacks are better. It's always good to hold a jack or higher if you have it. And we're going to hold the ace. Not to mention, aces are the #1 hand. You get 4 of them. It definitely goes through and increases the payout. That's a great sound. That is 6s, 3 of a kind. And we just need 1 more to get up to here of the 4 of a kind. We'll go through and show you how that works. Maybe next time. This time it will be ace queen. There is also the queen 10, and there is something to be said about that, but there is also a 9 blocking it and another diamond, so I really think it is the ace queen overall. So let's go through with the ace queen. And it was. So you can see here 2.38, and the queen 10 was 2.2. So big difference. Sometimes I thought you might want to just hold the ace. This was my idea in the beginning because of the higher hit for the 4 aces, but that's not actually correct. You want to hold the 2. Okay, here we have 2 pair, 2s and 3s. This was a hand I was questioning in a different way. I was thinking, what if I had 2 3s and 2 8s? Do I still go for the full house, or do I hold the 2 3s? Now this one made it even more difficult because they are both in the same range. So the question is, do we hold or not? I think we hold here. But, you know, we'll learn here. All right, that was correct. So 12.55. Okay, so by far that is what you do. Okay, maybe this is more of like deuces, you'd break it up or something like that. Deuces wild. So this game does follow jacks or better pretty close so far. Here we have a pair. Always going to go and hold the pair. Now we got the eights. Got a date with an 8. Or 55. Yeah, there's a pair of 9s here. I missed it earlier, and when I was warming up. I don't usually warm up, but since this is the first time I'm playing this game, I gave it a shot. Everything else is done on video. So we're going to go through and choose the ace. And strike out. Right call though. Here is King Jack suited. Since it's suited, we're going to go King Jack instead of the Queen. And we did hit the King there. And you can see here it was the correct move. Usually when there's high cards, you want to hold 2, not 3. In rare situations, you may want to hold 3. If they were all different suits, it would have probably been right to hold all 3 there. 2 pair again. Okay, this is more of the hands I was thinking. So there's 2 3s here, and there's 2 7s here. So I'm assuming we hold all of them. And we do. Okay, so there's no breaking up of 2 pair at all in this game, which, you know, I thought might be a thing, but it's not. 12.553 on 2 pair, and 1 pair is 4.3 and lower. Wow. We haven't got one of these yet in this game. So, again, I'm going to need your help. Think of the card. Think of it in your mind, even though it's already happened. It still helps somehow. And here it is. Oh. Oh, well. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why do they do that to me all the time? Well, here we do have a straight flush, or we have an open-ended. I think we're going to go open-ended on this one. And let's get a queen. Okay, right move. 3.7 versus 2.8. Big differences there. So the open-ended was the right way. Here's going to be queens. We're going to hold them and go for the next one. If you like what you're seeing here, you can actually play this for free. I have the link down below, and you can play as much as you'd like. However, if you want the trainer on the side, that does cost $13.99 a month to go through and play with the trainer. But just to play this, play along with me and see how you're doing, and see what the hands I experience, you know, this will help you a lot just getting used to it, especially if you're new. We're just going to hold the king here. And here we got 9s. Let's hold them. We'll do the 10 jack. No, we won't. I see those 7s. Sometimes I miss it when they're on the opposite sides. So I almost did there, but we're not going to miss that. We missed it. All right, we got a straight draw, open-ended. So we need a queen or a 7, so we'll hold these 4. Or we can hit a jack. Or we could miss. That's all right, we got 2 4s here, and remember, 2s, 3s, and 4s are definitely higher up. Of course, aces are the highest, but 2 4s, let's get 2 more. All right. Luck's been a little rough here. Let's hold ace-king here. You can see here again, 2.4 versus 2.35, so it's really close, but it is still 2. We'll go jack-queen here. We got 9s on opposite sides here, but we got a flush draw. Flush draws are extremely strong when there's 4 of them. They are pretty weak when there's 3. Keep that in mind. So if there's 4, we're going to hold the flush and go for it. And at least we hit an ace, so we got something back. The flush draw was 5.1. where the 9s were 4.0. The 9s are still a strong hold, but just not as strong as a flush draw. Here we're gonna redraw. And we got a pair, we'll take it. That hand didn't exist. Or did it? We'll do ace jack. And we got another ace. We got a kangaroo going on here. 2, 4, 6, 10. Skipping them around. So let's go ahead and hold the queen. Jack queen. There is a gut shot here, but you got to remember in video poker, gut shots are not very strong. So we want to hold the jack queen. Here you can see we were 2.48 and the gut shot was 2.34. So if we didn't have the jack queen, it might be different, but we did. That started out really nice, and then they throw another 10 in this situation to make it look like it's the pocket 10s, but then they throw a 3 in this situation of spades to make it look like it's 4 spades. So even though a pair is high, spade draw is amazing. So let's do it. Spaded it. Boom. And there goes the dynamite. 3 high cards, and on this I'm gonna assume it's queen king, but I could be assuming wrong. Actually, let me think this through. Since aces are higher, it might be ace king or ace queen. I think ace king would make more sense. So even though I want to do queen king, I'm thinking ace king may be it. So let's try it. I was wrong. Follow your instincts. So out of $1.25 every time, this would lose 2 cents. So here we would do queen king. This is basically the same as jacks are better, so I'll remember that. And we missed. Here we're gonna go ace jack of diamonds. And almost filled it up, but missed one. Wow. It just starts off so nice, doesn't it? And then they just start like, but we'll do this. So it would be the 7s, except for the flush draw is very strong. So we are definitely going to go with the flush draw. And we're going to put some diamonds on my wrist here. Oh, whoops. Whoops. That is a royal flush draw. All right, I'm focusing too much on the pocket pair and not looking at everything. So here you're going to go for the royal. You can see here 6.2 versus 5.4 versus 4.0. So it's right about the pair being low and the flush being higher, but the royal flush draw is higher. So we want to go for the royal there. No luck. King jack is going to happen here. And we got one. All right, we know we don't split up any pairs, 2 pairs, so it's gonna be 3s and 8s. We'll take the 4, I guess. Not that we have an option. Queen, king, solid hand. And not solid draw. Oh, yeah, the 8's not going to stretch with the king, so we're going to go 9s here. And we'll take the second pair. 2 pair. We're going to keep these together, and we're going to land this full house. Which one's it going to be? I think it's going to be the 10, because that'll look very symmetrical, right? Ah, king, what are you doing in there? Why do you think you can get in, do anything you want just because you're a king? Ace only? Yeah, ace only. Good call. We hit it. If we would have held the ace 10, the ace would have fell off and we wouldn't have won. And you can see here's 2.37 versus 2.26. So close, but most of the time you're not going to hold ace 10 suited in this game. King 10's where you start to think about it depending what options you have. And now we're going to do ace jack. And how about that? Two kings. Let's see if we can get two more. Not this time. Ace jack. So this game is a fun game to play, but keep in mind, if you were trying jacks or better and you're trying this, there's going to be a little more variance in this because it pays out more on the top. So because of that, in the middle, it doesn't pay as well. You're probably going to go down a little quicker, but when you hit, you go up a little higher, if that kind of makes sense. Longer sessions usually do better to make sure it stays consistent. But jacks or better is kind of like one of the least variance games that I know of. There might be others, but that I know of. So just keep that in mind. But people like this, you know, the reason I wanted to do this one is because I played this once by mistake. I was playing a game. I needed to get change for a voucher. I went and did it. I came back in my game, switched to bonus poker from jacks or better. And I ended up hitting 4 aces. And it was very nice. So I was like, I don't even know why I was on that. But yeah, that was a nice 500 mistake. Here we're going to do ace queen 10. And we got a straight draw here. Oh, missed it. Right move here, 3.4, as opposed to the jack, which was 2.4. Love that sound. Kings. No more, huh? We'll go ace king here. Queens. Queens again. I think this will be a redraw. That was correct. Close one though. So here you got 2, but remember, pairs are good. Jack Queen suited, I think, is one of the best hands that's not a pair, but pairs, you know, you just can't beat them. Here we'll do the ace. Ace king looks good here. That's the right move again, stronger than just the ace. This is a replay. I remember this. Do you remember this? What would you do in this situation? King, queen, right? Of course. But if we held the ace, we would have hit. That's what happens. Not always what you do is going to match up, but when you play enough hands, it will even out. Wow. A pair is strong, but not that strong. I mean, it's got to be the 9. It's got to be the 9. Oh, come on. We got to get it one time. So 11.8 with the 9, 6.9 without, and 4.0 for just the pocket 9s. Interesting hand. And you do have 3 diamonds here, but I still redraw. Here we go. We got some 3s here. Let's get 3 3s. Uh-oh, we're going the wrong way. Let's hold the ace. Nada. 6s. There's one. Jack King's gonna be here. This need to be a 10. Here we go. 2 aces. Remember, this is the highest one. 4 aces. So let's hope we get that. Nope. That's all right. These series usually go a good amount of time. 9-10 videos in that area. So we will keep our count running here and see how it goes. I'm sure we'll get some good ones in the meantime. That was a replay, so there's a gut shot here. However, gut shots, not good. We want to hold the king. And there we got it. King queen is suited, so we're going to forget about the ace. And even if all 3 were different, we'd probably still do king queen. But since king queen's suited, it's not even thinkable. Even though the ace came out. Some people might go 10 jack here, but jack queen is very good and very strong, so I do recommend that. Oh, a dealt straight. We're just holding it because it's winning. All we do is win, right? King, queen. Okay. This one's got to be a 9 to match the pattern. Or a queen. Ace jack here. Here we go. Ace jack. Again ace jack. Again ace jack. How about that? Can we do it a third time? Oh, are you kidding me? Can we do it a third time? Ace jack. Oh, I want my money back. I keep playing that replay, so we'll just click through that. Jack queen. Oh, we got 2s here. Let's hold the 2s. Yeah, 2s and 4s. And here we'll do the queen. Very nice. 2 pair. 10s and 5s. If you do like these videos and you want extra training, I also do member videos. So you can check that out. They're an hour long each playlist. I try to do 3 if it's a full playlist, you know, depending how much it is on each level. The jacks are better. I have 2 1-hour videos and the third one's just being edited, and then I'll have that out soon. So level 1, level 2, level 3 is kind of how it goes. So if you're just looking for extra hand practice, that's what you get. 9s and 10s. Go with the jack here. Ace queen looks nice, but doesn't beat a pair. One good hand, we're pretty much back to where we were. As I was saying, you think? Maybe? Oh, we'll take it though. We'll take it. 3s. And here we got the king queen again. Remember, high cards you want to try to hold 2 most of the time. And we're just going to hold the ace. Got out of that hand pretty luckily. Here's a queen. No luck there. 9s. Oh, 4 diamonds. You do have a straight flush draw there. But because it's so separate, it's a double gapper, I'm assuming it's the full flush. And it was 5.4. Wow, the Jack King was higher than the Jack King 9. Just by a tad bit. I had a feeling, but I wasn't sure. We got 3 spades here. We got a straight flush draw. Over a king. 1 gapper. I'm going to say yes, but I'm not positive. There you go. That was the right move. 2.48 versus 2.37. Remember, I'm just like you, learning video poker, so I do make mistakes. I just try my best, and I figure we learn together. 7s, no hit there. Oh, interesting one. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be the royal after that other hand. However, this one's more connected. Yeah, I'm still going to say it's this. Huh, not the right hand though. 6.7 versus 5.7. Interesting. Ace queen of hearts is hot. Let's see if the rest are. This ace doesn't want to go away. How about 8s? No. 10s. We got the pair there. I know ace 10, 9 suited might look kind of nice. Ace jack, but it's going to be the 10s because we're already ahead here. Unfortunately, we didn't hit anything. All right, where's the snowman out? Nope. Oof, going under more. Pocket 10s. We need to stop here. Let's make some music. There we go. Let's do it again. Ace king. Almost. 6s. 6s again. You can see that's 4.0 to hold that. And we missed twice in a row, which is rough. We're getting a lot of royal draws this session. It'd be nice if we could fill one in. 6.4 on that royal draw. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be higher than a solid ace. So we're just going to hold the open-ended and hope we get it. And we got another solid ace. So 3.4 versus 2.4 there. Remember, it doesn't take a lot of this. Once you get the basics, you're going to improve so much and be better than so many other people at this game. That's one of the cool things. Like, you only need to learn a little to be above average. To be amazing, you just need to, know a lot more. But currently, I feel like we've been doing pretty smooth on this. This is a tough one. It's either going to be Jack Queen or all 4. And since it's a 10, I feel like when 10s are needed, they usually need all 4. So that's what I'm going to go with. Sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background. Okay, that was the right move. You're looking at 2.97 versus 2.94. So that was very, very close. But we did make the right call. So nice work. Would you have made that call? Let me know down below if you would have held all 4 or if you would have just held the Jack Queen. Oh, I see those 2s. I see those deuces. Nope. So here we have 10s. We have kings. So this game really comes alive when you hit 4 of a kind. We have not done that yet in this session. So that's why we are trailing. Jack Queen. Is there a pair? There's a pair. Dang it. And that's why we do this. Especially after you start playing a good amount of time. the focus, you know, you start getting lazy and you start getting unfocused. So you've really got to pay attention right there. You're probably screaming at the screen, why are you doing that? There's fives. You're right. You're right. I should be listening to you. And we hit 2 pairs, so it was the right move. Ace, queen of diamonds. We'll take it. 9s here. Let's get it. King of diamonds. Yes, I know the 5s are there. I messed up. Replay loves to let you know when you mess up. We're gonna do jacks here. Thought we were gonna get our 4 of a kind there. So close. But unfortunately, we're 1 shy. Let's do the king. Jack, queen again. Oh, there's 8s. I was like 6, 8, 10, or ace. That's close, but 8s. Nope, that's what it is. There's another one. There's 3 in this deck. And we got a flush draw. No, only 2 to a royal, so we'll hold the flush. And strike out. You can see 5.4 versus 2.7 on the side. And if you're ever watching these videos and I'm going too fast, you could actually go into YouTube thing, hit the settings and just lower the speed. Or if I'm going too slow, you can speed it up. So sometimes I put people to 1.5, or if I want to watch it faster, or 0.75 if I want to watch it slower. That way I kind of get it my own speed, because everyone's going to be different. If you're a pro at these games, you're probably going to want it faster. If you're brand new, you may want it slower. 6, 7, 8, 9, or a pair. I think it's still going to be 7s. I think pairs beat open-ended, but open-ended beats high card. So we're going to go 7s. Final answer. Lock it in. Whew, that was a close one. Not as close, but seemed closer. 4.0 versus 3.4. We'll do queen king here. This is a replay because I missed the 5s. We'll just speed through that one. Here we have an ace. Let's do it. And we got jacks. Queens. Can we get 2 more and start winning this session? No. 5, 7, 9. Gee, that's odd. I'm here all week. All right, so I believe it's that over the queen. No, my goodness. If it was 6, 7, 9 or 5, 7, 8, it would have been. But since it's a double gapper, it is not. It's the queen. Okay, well, that's something I needed to learn, and I am learning right now. No diamonds that were substantial anyway, so we're good. Nice. Ace. Yeah, it looks almost like an ace, just a little, like you got in a car accident or something. 10s. Oof. Deuces. No, doesn't stretch. This is gonna be a complete redraw. And we missed anyway. Here we got 7s versus 3 to a flush. Yeah, 7s for sure. And you can see here 4.0. If you're ever curious, 3 to a flush was 1.9. Big difference between them. We'll do ace queen here. And we hit. Let's go through. We'll do about 3 or 4 more hands. We know what this is. This is a replay, so we'll do 3 more hands. We won't count that one. So I think this is just going to be a queen. Yeah, easy one. Again, if you want to try this software, I'm an affiliate. The link's down below. It helps out the channel. Also, it is free to play. It's just, as I mentioned, the Pro Trainer is extra. It's really fun to play. If you're just bored sitting around, want to try it, because it's this exact interface. It's going to be a complete redraw. All right, final hand of the night. Oh, there we go. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, smack that like, really helps me out, or consider subscribing. And I'll see you in number 2, which I'll put on the screen when it's available. Here we go. Oof, down 160 altogether. Well, it was close. We'll get them next time. Thanks for watching.